Hello, family. This is your girl T from the new podcast, T.E.E, the safe zone where we talk about love, life, and everything in between. From relationships to family, business, mindset, goals, traveling, parenthood, and more. Hello, this is your host, Tierra J, and the name of my podcast channel is Time with T, and that's spelled T.Y.M.E with T. The meaning of time is trust yourself more every day to evolve effortlessly, and that is the T.E.E. Trusting yourself more every day to evolve effortlessly. I had to take my own advice and start this podcast. I struggled with the idea and procrastinated with starting this podcast for so long. I had multiple conversations with family, with friends, with my significant other, and my significant other, Daniel, shout out to Daniel, he was really pushing me and motivating me to do this. He was sending me videos on YouTube just to give me ideas as to how to start, giving me pointers, and I still sat on the idea. He seen all the potential in me to really start this thing, and I struggled with it because of fear. I had fear of what people would think, how people would feel, what people would say, what type of feedback I would get. But then I had to really tell myself that it's not about that. It's about letting your voice be heard, because I know that God has given me a gift to speak to other people. I know that there are things that I'm going to discuss on my podcast that may help somebody, that may get somebody through a tough time, because being a regular person, and I still work a 9-to-5 job, being a regular person, sometimes people can relate more to people that they feel that is more like them. And that is the whole purpose of me doing this podcast. I will be discussing different topics about family, relationships, traveling, goals, business ideas, things like that. And I am not going to say that my conversations will always be filtered, because I am going to give my uncensored thoughts at times. I cussed a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But I will try to keep it as clean as possible and make sure my point is getting across to everybody. One thing that I would like to say to any listener that has a goal at mind, or there's something that they really want to do, but the only thing that's stopping them is fear, I dare you to just do it. I dare you to just overcome that fear and allow God to use you for whatever it is that you are called to do. I always have known since I was a young girl that I should be speaking, that speaking is my thing. I am a big communicator. I communicate very heavily. I'm an empathic person, so I feel a lot of emotions. Even when I don't want to feel other people's emotions, I feel those things. And that's also helped me to be able to sometimes mentor and coach people through their situations and their tough times. My thing is, if you have something, if you have a gift that you know you're supposed to share with this world, don't let fear be the thing to stop you. And now I can actually say that and live and be living proof, just because I'm now doing this podcast, in which I have procrastinated for so long because of what? Fear. Fear is only blocking your blessings. But if you walk into that thing that God has blessed you with, that gift that you have to give, you're going to open up so many doors for you. Your name is already in places that you haven't even reached yet. And that right there in itself, that's enough motivation for me right there, because I was listening to a YouTube, and the guy on the YouTube was just saying, like, you just got to go out and you just got to do it. You just got to grind and you got to go get it. And, he was saying that I have been in rooms that I never thought I deserved or even had enough of anything to even be in that room with millionaires. I never knew that I had the ability to be in the room with those same type of people, but he trusted himself to move effortlessly into his calling. So I challenge anybody that's listening to just go ahead and move into your calling, whatever that thing is. And sometimes we have to take chances. We have to start a business and see how it's going to work and give it what we got. And sometimes that may not be the thing for you, but hey, guess what? At least you tried. At least you can say that I've tried that and that wasn't for me, but now I'm going to move forward to something else, and I'm going to keep working it, and I'm going to keep trying until I get to that thing that is for me, that I will be passionate about, that I will be happy waking up to every day, working hard, going for it. That's what you want to get to. So with all of that being said, I want to welcome you all to this space on Time with T podcast. We are going to talk about a lot of different things. And again, like I said before, sometimes my thoughts will be uncensored. Sometimes they will be uncensored. I intend on having other people join me on some of my podcasts, just because I feel like some conversations needs to be with other people and not just me speaking, not just my listeners hearing my point of view and my perspective. I like to kind of get insight from other people, because sometimes when we think about things, we only see it from our point of view, but then when you hear somebody else speak on it from their point of view, something else clicks. Sometimes other things make sense. And with this podcast, I just want to create a space where you can listen, you can learn, and you can gain something with every single episode that you listen to. So I really want to thank you guys for listening. Please share my podcast channel with anybody that you feel like may want to listen, but not only want to listen, but somebody that may need to listen. I am big on motivating other people. I am big on affirming and manifesting things. So you're also going to hear me speak a lot about affirmations and manifestations and things like that, because I really believe that the things that we speak of, how we feel about ourselves, those are the things that we attract. And going to that is going to be a podcast episode. I just want to tell you guys now, just a little bit about me. I am a mother of two. I have a son and a daughter who's currently about to go back to school. My son will be in the 11th grade and my daughter will be in the 7th grade. Again, as I said, I have a significant other, Daniel, the love of my life, my king. We were long distance for the first 2 years of our relationship, and I was living in St. Louis, Missouri. He was here in Virginia. The pandemic hit, COVID hit. I was furloughed from my job, and I made the decision to uproot me and my kids' life and move here. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. And I thank God that I stepped out on faith, and it's been up ever since. That's going to be another episode. I'll go a little bit more into depth with that because I'm sure there's other people that's probably been through a similar situation, because long distance relationships has kind of been a hot topic I've noticed over the past couple years or so. And now that I can actually say that I've lived through that, that's definitely something that we need to talk about one day. But back to what I was saying, I uprooted to move to Virginia, and best decision I made in my life, honestly. And now I am here at this place where I am comfortable enough with myself to open up more, and I'm more open to trying new things and not being afraid. And that's because I made a vision board, and in my vision board I told myself I'm going to do the things that I've been procrastinating and saying I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. It's going to go one way or another, but I will never know whether it's going to go up or down until I try, right? Right. So that's why I'm here, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy every single episode. I will be setting up a Gmail account for people, my listeners, to go ahead and, send me your feedback on any of the episodes. You can send in letters about situations you're going through, and I can give my opinion and give my advice to you as best as I can. Just things like that. So the Gmail account that I have that's tymewithtee@gmail.com. So that's tymewithtee@gmail.com. And again, you will be able to send email me your thoughts, your opinions, your feedback. If you're going through situations and you need some advice, I can leave everything anonymous. I will not announce your name or where you're sending your email from without your consent on that podcast. But I also will have that available for you all as my listeners. But I really appreciate you guys chiming in on this first podcast. This is the introduction to Time with T, and I look forward to doing more podcasts to serve you all. And again, I hope you guys enjoy this. It's a new thing for your girls, so you guys just stay tuned in, and I will be talking to you guys soon. Also hit my Instagram up, Time with T. I will also have a link in the bio with my podcast, so you'll be able to get that information there. With all love, peace.